Be honest. Would your ego let you ride something like this? Because I know a lot of bikers wouldn't even consider a scooter. Sacrilege, it's not a proper bike. But after spending some time with Honda's Forza 350, it's making me think, are our egos getting in the way of something pretty good? Well, if you want to find out the answer to that question, then definitely keep watching. The 2026 Honda Forza 350 is priced from just £5,999 in the UK, and for this year comes in a range of clean premium colour options, including reds, 2 greys and a white finish, with a special edition version available for a little extra at around £6,300. That special edition brings a more premium finish with black wheels, exclusive paint and an embossed seat with red stitching and detailing to give it a slightly sportier edge. It's powered by a 330cc single cylinder engine, putting out around 29 horsepower and 31.5 Nm of torque, paired with a twist and go CVT transmission. You've got telescopic forks up front, twin shocks at the rear, and braking comes via a single front disc with a 2-piston caliper backed up by ABS. Seat height comes in at 780mm, wet weight is around 186 kilograms, and you get an 11.7 litre fuel tank with a solid range for commuting and longer rides. Under the seat you've got space for 2 helmets, plus built-in lighting, which just makes everyday use that bit easier, especially in low light. Tech-wise, there's a 5-inch TFT with Honda Road Sync, a keyless smart key ignition, traction control, and an electrically adjustable windscreen, which in my opinion is a bit of a flex for this class. Right, let's take it for a spin.
Ego, it's a funny old thing, isn't it? It's a funny old thing. If you're not very secure in yourself, I can imagine why you wouldn't want to be seen on a scooter. But the real freedom and the real power comes when you actually just don't care what anyone else thinks. It's liberating. So if you are a watcher of the channel from back in the day, you will know that I am actually quite a fan of a maxi scoot. I love them. I really enjoyed the Bergman 400 when I got to rip about on that. I think probably 2018 I've taken that bad boy, suspension's firm, I've taken that bad boy on track. So yeah, I am quite partial to a maxi scooter. You'll never catch me slagging them off. I absolutely love just the ease of life on these things. So uncomplicated, so lovely, so relaxing. How can you not like it? So because this is basically a giant scooter, we do have a rev and rip system. We've got that like centrifugal automatic clutch with this, so yeah, no gears to think about. CVT, so continuous variable transmission, and yeah, it's just a treat. It's an absolute treat. Now I feel like there are a lot of people that discount scooters because they're like, it's not a proper motorbike, you're not getting a proper motorbike experience. And you know what, if you like the gears, if you like to be sat more on a bike than on top of it, I say kind of like this thing, because well, I suppose you're in it but you're not. It's a bit weird. You are perched on what is like an armchair really. You got your feet in front. You can have varying degrees of relaxation. You can have your, in fact we'll get around this bend first, you can have your feet directly on the boards as demonstrated, or if you want a bit more of a cruising life, you just put your feet out. Now, I've got little legs, so this is a little bit of a stretch for me, but yeah, it's kind of weirdly relaxing. Or do you want to be super relaxed on a bike so that you fall asleep? Probably not. Right, so we've come to a stop. Now, this scooter has a seat height of 780mm, but this shares the traits of its massively bigger and obese brother, the Goldwing, in the sense that the seat height may look appealing, but do not be deceived. Good morning, Mr. Magpie. Give my regards to your wife. It's wide. She's a girthy girl. She's got some girth to her. And it basically means that on any other kind of motorcycle with a seat height of 780mm, like I would be both feet flat, even a bent leg, but not on these. So sorry if this is a bit vibraty as well, this is the only way I could mount it so that you could kind of see me, but with every bump I go over it kind of shakes its tatties off, and I'm not quite sure how good the video quality is going to be on me, but it is what it is. We move. But yeah, with the seat height of this, so I'm a 5'4" individual, but I don't think that's the key measurement metric in this. For those of you who don't like the feet and inches description, I'm 162 centimetres, and I'll pop in some footage now of what it's like for me to sit on this bike with my feet on the floor. So if you look at this is what it's like for me. Now my inside leg measurement, which is the key metric, in my opinion, is 29 inches. My inside leg is 29 inches or 73.66 centimetres. And as you can see, the bike seat throws your legs apart. Ooh, misses. So it's not a proper easy, it's not a narrow standover, it's a wide ass standover, and yeah. However, would that put me off riding this? No, because when I come to a stop, I can just shuffle forward a little bit on the seat, get my left or my right foot down, happy days, no drama, no stress, no strife. And yeah, it's absolutely fine. Now, because this is a big scooter and we don't have a clutch, we do have front and back brake on the levers here. Let's see what it's like dipping into bends. Oh, okay. Sporty and naughty, I'll take it. Yeah, I think Honda's Forza 350 is trying to kind of walk the line between sporty and GT, Gran Canaria vibes. So, yeah. I mean, the cockpit looks really nice. I quite like it. No real complaints there. But yeah, what a beautiful day. Just riding around. Oh, life is good. So one of the first big changes for the Forza was back in 2021. The machine went from being a 300cc to a 330cc, even though it's called, you know, a Forza 350. I feel like all the brands are guilty of rounding things up for marketing purposes because it sounds better. It's like you wouldn't say, oh, I've got my F420 GS, would you? Because, you know, it's always typically been 850s, 1250s. It's always had the 50 in like the GS name, so for him to just whack a random 20 in there wouldn't really do well for the branding. Same with KTM with the 90s, 1390, 990, all ends in kind of a 90, doesn't it? 690, 790. Okay, so that was interesting just to get used to going around a tyre bend on this thing. We got the little wheels compared to like bigger bikes that I've been riding in the past, so we just gotta adapt to that kind of feeling. But oh, it's as smooth as slug snot, baby. Time it nicely. There we go. So it had some major changes in 2021 when that happened, when it became a 330cc. It got a new electronically adjustable windscreen, and it got LED lights, as well as whatever the year or regulation was at the time, compliant engine. So there was quite a few changes to the Forza. Well, since then there hasn't been any major changes. You know, people have really enjoyed the Forza. Honda have listened. They didn't have this dash, they had like an analog dash, and yeah, life was good. People loved the Forza and it sold a lot. But 2025 is where the real changes came in. The real changes. So we got this dash TFT 5 inches. We got proper Honda road sync connectivity through the app. We got a USB-C charger. We got better storage underneath the seat. We got an electronic oh gosh, windscreen that now extends to 180mm. So yeah, it got a few things. It was just made a bit more purposeful. Right, let's take it round here, don't worry about me. So we're not working with masses of horsepower here. Right, so let's take it over Rivington on this beautiful tarmac. Okay, so it's got up to 60 mile an hour, so we can get up to national speed. All right. Wang it round the bends, wang it round, wang it round. Oh, lovely. She's dipping, she's diving, she's bobbing and weaving. Love that for the little scoot. Flow in. I'm not quite sure about the clearance, but I'm sure if it becomes a problem we'll find out about it pretty soon. But all the boy racers out on this beautifully sunny day can hold a line quite tight, so that's quite a testament to its wheelbase. Okay, so when you wind the throttle on, it doesn't pick up monstrously, but it is a 350cc. And actually, when you think about the GB 350 that's pumping out 20 horsepower, you know, this does feel like it's got a bit get up and go about it. Yeah, boy. Oh, lovely job. Very, very comfortable. Very comfortable, I will say. The seat is lovely. That rev and rip does really make riding so easy. Could you argue it takes a bit of the thought process out? Maybe. But could you say that it does make for a beautifully easy ride? Definitely. So, full throttle, baby! It wasn't full throttle, only for a little bit, because it will exceed the speed limit. I'm pretty sure the top speed of this thing is 85 miles an hour. Which we don't need to be doing up Rivington when the suspension is quite firm. It is a very firm suspension, but you know what? I find that with all maxi scooters and mini scooters and just scooters in general, the suspension always seems to be a little bit on the kind of teeth smashing side. Well, like if you're riding with your mouth open, a bit gormless, and you go over a bump, you might lose a filling. Honda friend. Oh yes. If I worked a normal job, I would definitely have been booking today off as a biker. If I worked a 9 to 5 office jobby. Yeah, you can go around bends real nice, real smooth. We won't test the overtaking finesse of it when we can't see what's happening around the corner, and it's quite a narrow lane, and also I like to think I'm not as stupid as people think, although that is oh, holy shit balls, oh my god. Yeah, so on the topic of stupid as people think, I did just go through the most giganticest pothole, and did it send a jolt through my spine? Yes. So at least we just found out that the suspension is very, another one, avoided it, unforgiving, that's the word, unforgiving. Yep, unforgiving was right. Maybe an overtake on these kind of roads with this kind of suspension is not the one. It's not the one. Maybe if you're on the smooth tarmac of like the German passes, I just fantasised then. Oh, I went back to the silky smooth tarmac and bliss. of like the Suston Pass, or of the Spanish roads. But nope, we got this. And we work with what we are given. But, oh my god, the screen is, oh no. The screen is absolutely shaking its tatties off. I do apologise if I am very, very bouncy. Bouncy's the word. Oh man, everyone's out today. Everyone's buzzing. Everyone's happy. Oh, the torque of that then, just up that kind of little gradient. Fine. No gears to drop down to. No second gear required here, baby. Just finds what it needs to do and it just does it. Great. Oh, I do really, really like a scoot. I love a maxi scooter. They're just so... I was going to say cool, probably not the right word, but they're just so fun. They're just so fun, easy going, just rip around. Oosh, love it. Probably, even though it's still a national, we'll slow down because there are peoples. We'll keep it quite tight here because of the parked cars and because people just don't really care. Oh, that was bumpy. Felt every single bump of that. It's lovely to do town speeds at. Just cruising for a bruising. We don't have self-cancellers with this, but we do have emergency stoplights type vibes where if you are braking pretty heavily, panic brake, your rear lights will flash. Maybe your front ones do as well, I'm not quite sure, but I definitely know the rear ones flash like crazy to warn the person behind you that everything's gone P-tongue and you're braking a little bit. It's actually quite funny because on the Honda launches things aren't going P-tongue, they're just riding the bikes quite hard, so it's just like Blackpool illuminations in front of you constantly with the flashing lights. And a lot of the journalists don't like that. Let's go. Oh, we're all clear, so we'll whiz across into this lane. We've got it to the stop. And yeah, look, we can get to legal motorway speeds, you know, give or take that 10% so we don't get in trouble. But yeah, doesn't have cruise control. That might be a problem if you do want to do some kind of more long distance riding on this. The mirrors are a little bit like funhouse mirrors in my opinion, like a bit wibbly wobbly. But at legal motorway speeds, like I can still see pretty clearly what's coming up on me, like that. So I don't actually have any beef with the mirrors whatsoever. Vibrations, not bad at all. Can barely feel them, to be honest. Just cruising, living my best life. No stress, no strife. Yeah, this is actually very, very comfortable to use on the motorway. It's a good little junction hopping tool. Or if you want to get on the continent with your scoot, you can do that as well. Handles fine. You know, it handles well for a big maxi scooter or midi scooter. I don't even know what you call them these days. But yeah, I think it's alright so far. Wow, look at these guys. These are loaded up. Where have you guys been? Got a Vosges 900, got a Triumph Tiger. That is a fully loaded bad boy. Right, yeah, I'm heading to the garden centre in Bolton. One, because it's my favourite place to have a little snoop around. And two, because I just want to do a little walk round and I think there'll be some space. Although it is very nice weather, so it might actually be very busy. We'll see, we'll see. Yep, it's absolutely heaving, isn't it? Oh crikey, oh wow, it's a lot busier than I thought. I should have known But we can just use this to practice our really slow control. Yeah, it's got really beautiful slow mannerisms. Like, we're literally just cruising at like 5. When we reintroduce the throttle, it's not snatchy, it's not horrible. Turn the bars. Ah, beautiful. Yeah, hopefully you could just see how nice it is with the slow control on this thing. Right, so this is what it looks like. Of course, you've got your pillion pegs for your pillion riders. You've got the twin shock suspension here. Got some nice badging there, that's a nice touch. This all looks pretty good. We do have a little compartment. Hand in there. Get the keys out. Get my phone out. You could host a bottle of water in there. We've got some batteries on the go. Oh, there's actually a little phone holder. Yeah, there's actually a little pocket for your phone there at the side, which is cool. There is a USB-C charging port to fuel it up. I think we've got to switch it off. We'll press the fuel button. That pops. I think that has to be off as like a safety thing. Then you adjust. Boom. That's my impression of fuel coming out of the pump. Then if you want to lift the seat, press that. You hear the clunk. And I thought I was going into Bolton Town Centre to pick something up for Mike, so I popped a square locking keys in there. But yeah, ample under seat storage. So you wanted to do a food shop on your way back from your commute. You can do it. You can do it. But yeah, what do you guys think of the mighty Maxi Scoot? I actually think it's pretty nice. Right team, well I'm going to take you to my outro and I'll catch you there. So, would my ego let me ride a scooter, particularly the Forza 350 on the daily? I think it would. To be honest, when you start to look past what it is and actually focus on what it actually does, you'll find that it's just a proper utilitarian tool that just makes life easy. You just get on it, rev and rip. You've got plenty of storage under the seat to store your helmet when you're not using it, or your locks if you want to chain the scooter up when you're at your place of work or you're just out and about. It's just very, very easy, very comfy, very convenient. Everything works lovely. The dash looks nice, the mirrors are great and they fold in. The screen's lovely and it goes higher at the push of a button. And I've just found it an absolute pleasure to ride. It's quite a handling machine as well, so you still get that fun feeling of a motorcycle even though you are on a scooter. But yeah, the suspension on the other hand leaves a little bit to the imagination, but I feel like that is with most scooters. So I'm going to pop on the screen now my pros and my cons. Feel free to take a moment just to digest them. You can pause the screen. If you're on a mobile and it's not that easy to look at, I'm really sorry. It's the most convenient way I can show you guys my pros and cons without harping on about them for half an hour. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this video. I've enjoyed filming it. I absolutely love a good scooter. And I feel like if you're confident in yourself and you're secure in yourself, you won't let the prospect of it not actually being a proper bike stop you from ripping around on something that's probably some of the most fun you'll actually have on two wheels, because it's just a hoot. Alright team, well I hope you've enjoyed it. I've certainly enjoyed filming it, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Take care.